We're team 7pm-3. We worked on the project Apache search, and we worked specifically on message display. I'm Alvin.
I'm Max.
I'm Khalid.
I'm Brian.
John.
I'm Nicholas.
And today, Max, Khalid, and Nicholas will be our narrators.
All right, so one of the bigger pages that we developed during our app development cycle was a way to search messages via date. We'll be showcasing off that webpage just so you're aware what it does and how it works. The very interesting thing is we were able to implement a date picker, so we were able to click the date rather than manually insert it. We're going to pick May 1st and June 1st to just show a wide variety. And when you click search, it takes a little bit of time, obviously, to access data. But here we go. We got the username, contents, time, and then more like specific data. And we're able to read the messages that we're able to get. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the first things we got done was on this page here, search messages by user. If we just let this load. So on this search bar here, if you were to type in anything, such as test, you used to be able to press enter and it would just refresh the whole page. And it would clear the search query and everything, so you wouldn't be able to see anything. Now, pressing enter does nothing. You have to actually search. Pressing enter should also trigger the search, but test doesn't pull up anything. I'd have to search like a user. So here's my name, press enter, and there we go. So in addition to this, another minor fix was on the Slack search page. So if I go here, there used to be a second search bar here. And that was really confusing because it sort of affected the data, but you couldn't tell what it was doing compared to this search bar. So we went ahead and removed that. That was actually part of the message list view component. So it's just sort of appearing above this. So that's less confusing now. Okay, so another change we made was to the way that users are displayed in messages. So in Slack, you can tag users with the @ symbol and typing their name. So similarly now, if you, this is just an example. In any place where this message list view component is used, you should be able to see this. So let's scroll down. So there's a tagged user right here. You can see it gets highlighted just like in Slack. Let's find another one. Oh, there's another one. So that's just a display change that makes it look more a little more like Slack. In addition to all of this, we have actually added some tools to help development. So if we go to Swagger UI /index.html, we added the Swagger page. So here we can access and test all of the back-end controllers. So here's just the basic one just for testing. So here's like the public one. Try it out, execute, and we can see we get the response here. As an example demonstration of a private endpoint which requires this authorization, I can show you that. So you have to go grab that from some sort of search page or any page that gives you a response. You'll have to open up inspect. Oh, and here we already have any response here. You can just go and grab in the headers this authorization, copy that entire thing. Let me go back here and paste it in. I'll try it out. And we should be able to get a response. And that will work for any of these controllers. In addition to this, there is a storybook now added for the message list view component. I cannot really show you that on the production deployment, but I have pulled it up on localhost. You just have to npm run storybook. So if I go to here, message list view, we have the option with the search bar, and then there's also without the search bar. And earlier I mentioned the double search bar. This is what that was. Finally, I also added GitHub danger checks. I can't really show those, but essentially if you try to create a pull request where you've changed the package lock or deleted a sample file, then it will let you know that you need to fix that. Yep.
So this feature is called Search Results Linked to Message in Context, and it works on the Slack search page. So let's go to Slack search, and now let's search for danger. You'll notice that there's this new channel column. On this channel, there are clickable links. So now you'll be able to see more context behind each of these messages by looking at the channel where they came from. So let's look at Project Mapache search. And here, you'll see Andrew's message centered on the screen and highlighted in gray. And here at the top, we notice that we're in Project Mapache search now. So we might be able to find a little more context behind the message that they sent by looking at the messages around it.
And before we end our presentation, we just want to give a shout out to every single TA that helped us, which is all of them, because we couldn't have done this project without them. They really carried us through it. They're cracked. Thank you.
Facts.